stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show. You're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's a heat.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Makes the grab, it's Bennett. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth and short? I already called my third down play knowing I was going for it on fourth down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on fourth down.
Fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different... He can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap. It's Porter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air, it's Nelson. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go.
Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, South Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's coming. At the 45 on its way. Into the secondary. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hands it off on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the point after is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Smashes through the tackle. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. He's headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back. Will replay the down. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the middle. Got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Bennett. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Boise State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Touchdown Wolverines. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He'll start this drive firing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball by himself down the middle. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The give to the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Quarterback on the keeper. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Gain of 20.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback take...
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back.
Catch inside the 25. Gashing the knee on the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now this offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the foot.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.